Hello and welcome back again to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. It is November 1st as I record this, and I can see that our jack-o'-lantern friend is no longer here, which is too bad. It gave it a nice splash of color that it wasn't here before. I wonder if the game has anything for like Thanksgiving and Christmas. We'll have to see. Anyway, as you can see, the garage is empty, so we're going to go to the junkyard and hopefully we can find something cool and interesting to rebuild. Okay, here we are. I think that's a Typhoon. Is there anything over here? What is this? This looks like an MR2. Yeah, MR2 mod. I dislike doing cars that have a right-hand drive. And this is... oh no, this is that Corvette C2, I think. No, just the regular Corvette. I've done this mod already too. It's one of those ones that doesn't have like an exhaust underneath of it or something. Let's see if there's anything else here. It's not looking super promising. I think that's an RX-7 though. That would be worthwhile. Yeah, an RX-7. Since it's a DLC car, you know it's a good car. What have we got here? This is a military Jeep? Willie's Civilian. I don't really want to do it. And what is this? It's got a supercharged engine in it. Good lord. Bolt Cape supercharged. Jesus. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Now, I'm still leaning toward the RX-7. And what are you? Nissan GTR. I don't know what a Liberty Walk is in this context. Left body window A, rear clamp. Yeah, I don't want to do that car either. I think I'll go ahead and do the RX-7 because I haven't done a car yet with a rotary engine for this. I haven't done a video on a car with a rotary engine yet, and this has got the rotary. So that'll be interesting. So remember, $17,000 purchased. This is one of those ones that I don't think is super valuable, but it's a little bit different. Just like this Jeep would be different. And damn it, I didn't... oh god, one of these days. I meant to take a screenshot of the RX-7 before I bought it, and I didn't. I think I'll go ahead and buy this thing too, just for grins and giggles. And that car had a purchase price of $3,915, so call it $4,000 to buy it. Let's head back. Okay, so now I have these two rust buckets. First thing I want to do First thing I want to do is start ripping off the body parts. Not that there's very much on this thing. One headlight, the front window, rear bumper, one tail light. It has one seat. And I'm pretty sure this thing has 2 license plates. And I can also buy like the brake servo and the battery. Oh, there's a bench. I wonder why that didn't come up with the seats. It's probably something, it's probably the seats and the steering wheel were just RX-7 with no dash. I bet the bench is RX-7 with a dash. Yep, sure enough. Not want to sit in that seat though. I mean, look at that. The edge of the seat is like right against the back of the front seat. So there's an air filter and a radiator, because there's no radiator in here. Probably radiator A. Doesn't have ABS, so I don't have to worry about that. Need to get radiator A and the air filter. Get a nice red air filter for this. Fan housing B, I should have known. Oh, you bastard, it's clip B and not clip A. As a general rule of thumb, it is usually clip A for air filters, A for air. But clearly that is not always the case. Okay, the body is now completely back together. Looks like a car again. Let's shoot it over to the lift so we can clean it up. Factory color is really kind of unpleasant. It's kind of a off yellow, it's sort of a beige, like a sort of an, yeah, it's beige for lack of a better word, but it's really nice. I'm not leaving it that color when I sell the car though. Do our fuel tank and our exhaust pieces now. Get that stuff out of the way. Doesn't look like there's even any exhaust pieces in here. Oh no, there's something. Middle muffler and catalytic converter. So what do you need? Oh, that's going to be attached to the engine. Middle muffler, catalytic converter, exhaust pipe, muffler V8. Go ahead and get our fuel filter now, because we're going to need one. Whoops. Went into the wrong storefront. Okay, that's as much as we can do now. Let's go ahead and paint the car. I've been writing down color codes from cars that come in that I like. And this is one that I thought was pretty good. It was a Porsche 911 that came in with this as the factory color. Yes. But then I would paint everything red and be happy with it. But yes, I like this color. We'll go with this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the wheels and tires are all the same on all four on this car. Yeah, 235, 45, 17. So I'm going to do all those now. kind of rear end is my least favorite to do because it has a million arms and a million bushings, and it's just so much stuff. The leaf spring rear ends are so easy. Rotary engine is so ridiculously small. Part of it's missing here. The rotor housing and the front cover are gone, but there's no oil pan. But I mean, the rotary engines are tiny compared to all the V8s and V12s I've done lately. So much stuff. I'm going to take the brakes off the front too. I'm kind of tempted to rip the whole front out now at the same time and try to do it all at once. But I know that the suspension rear end has 16 bushings. There's 8 of each, small and medium, or small and regular. And this is the front, so shock A, so that there's, instead of 12, there's 4, 6, 8 regular bushings on this end, which means I'd be buying a whole ton of bushings. I'm going to be buying a whole ton of bushings anyway, but I don't want to confuse myself and lose track of where I'm at. I'll take the tie rods and sway bars out because I know they're junk anyway. Though at the rate I'm going, I'm just going to take it all out anyway. No, I'll wait there. That's where I stop. That's where I would be taking bushings out. So let's get the bushings for the rear end. The sway bar, front sway bar, sway link A, rear sway bar B. So remember, front sway bar and rear B. So front sway bar, rear sway bar B, 2 sway link A, and 2 rear sway end links. Okay. Now I've got a bunch of brakes to get rid of, and hubs. Yeah, so I'm just going to flush all of these and buy all new brakes. So that's going to be 4 calipers, 4 cylinders, 2 of these, 2 of the ventilated ones, and 4 pads. Go ahead and buy the shock absorber A. I tried it once just to see what would happen. I took a shock absorber like this and I separated it, took one from a junked car, and I separated it into its component parts, and then I went to try to repair them, and none of them were repairable. It didn't even give me the option. So I don't even try anymore. I just flush them and buy new ones. Let's see what I need for, oh yeah, get the clutch stuff because I took the clutch out. Let's see about the hubs. Wheel hub 3, front wheel hub, rear wheel hub, okay. And 4 bearings and 2 caps. And for the front wheels, it should be a front axle knuckle cover, yeah. Let's get rid of the, let's see, it's going to be under gearbox. Get rid of all the clutch pieces. And the front axle knuckle covers. For clutch pieces, we will of course use the performance parts. Unfortunately for the rotary engine, there are not a lot of performance parts that you can use, so we can't achieve a whole lot in the way of increases. Rod A. That should get us down, oh yeah, okay, the springs need to go. Rear springs, shock caps, and spring caps. And these wheels are all, this one is 8%, that's 1627. Let's go ahead and dismount all of these and see if we can repair the rims. That one is 33, that one is 6, that one is 13. So we'll probably get 2 of these back and lose 2 of them. Okay, and the tires, I'm pretty sure we're all the same size. Yeah, 235, 45, 17. So let's go ahead and buy our tires. Yep, got the correct ones. I just saw something else I know I'm gonna need to buy. Shock absorber A. Shock absorbers are never repairable either. Shock absorber A, there they are. Alright, let's see what we can repair now. Something broke. Something else broke. So 2 things broke, and we didn't get 2 of the rims back. The gearbox we repaired, so we can sell that for a nice $825. That's why I always try to repair the gearbox. Let's see, rear suspension cross member. AXKE. I don't know what that is. Rear drive axle. That's what I wanted. Usually when I repair the rear suspension, the full suspension rear end, usually I end up like this with like 3 suspension arms out of the total of 9, I think, that I couldn't repair. Rear knuckle housing A. Let's see, and it was this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, all we need to do now is get our tires mounted and balanced. You can mount tires faster than you can balance them. I can almost get 3 tires mounted before the first tire finishes balancing. I think that's the 3rd of 4, or no, that's the 4th one. Still have some stuff to take off in the front, so we'll go ahead and pull this out now. It's just going to be the steering knuckles and the cross member. Whoops. The steering knuckles, the lower suspension arms, the cross member, and however many bushings there are. I think there's a total of 8. Yeah, so 8 more bushings. We'll see if we can repair. These things are red. I bet we won't get them back. Let's see. One knuckle and one lower suspension arm. That's not terrible. Okay. So we basically have a shell of a car here with no suspension or anything in it. We can start installing that stuff now. I wonder how much I can do from here without moving. Oh, I can't quite touch that knuckle. Now I have to start moving around. Got to get the bushings into the top of the crossmember before I have to get the bushings into the top of the crossmember before I forget. I don't think I put the other sway end link in. Nope, I didn't. That's another piece that I recommend you get in early because it gets buried behind other things. Okay, I think that's all the arms. Yeah, that's all the arms on that side. Let's get over to the other side and do that. Can I reach that front knuckle from here? I can now. Wonder if I can hit the front axle. Yep. I like to try and get as much in as I can before I have to start moving the camera around. I just find it easier because the camera angles tend to get really herky-jerky. Okay, that's the whole rear end done. Yeah, I didn't forget anything. I'm always paranoid that I'll forget one of these bushings at the top of the crossmember or some little piece hidden somewhere in there. And now we can get to the front. do like the way the Mazda logo there is nice and chrome. Looks good. Looks really sharp. I wish there was more of it. Maybe I can chrome the entire rim one of these days. I should try that one time and see what it looks like. Alright, so all the suspension and stuff is in. Don't have any extra parts except for those stupid clip A's that I bought that I didn't need. So yeah, I like that. Got everything that I needed with no waste. And now I need my engine crane. Yeah, there's hardly anything here. What can I take out? That rotor. The rotor is probably no good. I wonder if nope, that won't come out. This comes out. Then no. Then that. Then that. So the engine consists right now of 5 pieces. Let's see what we can repair. So everything but the rotor. And I suppose it makes sense. I mean, the rotor is like the piston in a regular engine. The pistons you always have to replace. I'm pretty sure I need 2 of these rotor housings. I only have 1. Yeah, that's rear side housing, so I need a rot A rotor covering and a rotor and the spark plugs. I know there's 4 spark plugs. Oh, I didn't buy that. Damn it. I think I just bought something I didn't need. Yeah, I bought another rear side housing. What I need is a rot A housing. There it is. So it's going to be oil, filter, rot, ignition cell, ignition coil rot A. I'm pretty sure there's a performance part for. Oh, I thought I had a front side housing. I guess I don't. Yeah, ignition coil rot A. Alternator, counterweight, oil pan, ignition wires rot A. Oh, I didn't buy... I was there and I didn't buy the alternator. I have to go back and get that. Let's see, I remember the sprocket, water pump rod A, alternator. Timing chain rot A. Get the alternator before I forget again. Timing cover rot A, roller B. Let's see, timing cover rot A. And I know there's like, I've done like 3 of these cars with this engine. And I know there's like some arms and stuff. There's like a rot arm and a rot A arm. Crankshaft pulley V8. Yeah, there's the rot A, arm B. Arm rot A, let's see, arm A, arm B, rot A. Yeah, power steering pump, roller B. There's going to be another roller there, I'm sure. Serpentine belt A, roller B. Which power steering pump was it? Was it I6B? I think it was. V6B. Damn it. Serpentine belt B and another roller or a belt tensioner, one or the other. Okay, so let's see, manifold, intake manifold B, exhaust manifold. I don't think there are manifolds. I don't think there are performance manifolds for the rotary engine. Yeah, there aren't. So it was the exhaust manifold and intake manifold B, and it's going to be, I think, also intake manifold A, and I think probably a throttle on top of that. Oh, fuel rail. Rot A, Rot A. Is there a turbo stuff? Is it? I haven't done enough of these to have them really memorized. I don't think there's a turbo for it though. Oh yeah, there is. Turbo Rot A. How about the fuel rail? No. Yep, and all we need now is a throttle. And I'm pretty sure there isn't the throttle Rot A in here. Nope, there is not. So we have to go back over here and get throttle Rot A. And there that is. And that should do it for this engine. Yep, that is the engine completely assembled now. I know that there's another exhaust pipe, because there's a pipe that goes from this to the catalytic converter that's already in the car. You can see it there. You can see that there in the yellow outline. There's another pipe that comes off this thing. And first things first, we'll put oil in it. Okay, now we can put the transmission and the drive shaft back in. I just remembered I didn't buy a starter, so I'm going to need to buy one of those. It's probably starter V8. Yep, it is starter V8. And we need front exhaust section Rot A. Yeah, because the other car that has a rotary engine is the RX-3, and it doesn't have a turbo, and it's got a different pipe that comes up off the, because it doesn't have a catalytic converter either, comes up off the middle muffler and goes whack right into the side of the engine, where this kind of double flange is. But that should take us to 100% now across the board. Yeah, perfect. So we'll shoot it over to the dyno and see what we've got. Since unfortunately there aren't, I mean, you can't really trick out the rotary engine the way you can a V8. So, I mean, there aren't performance parts for like the rotor and the crankshaft and whatever else. So we don't get a whole lot of increase. Starting at 291 here, probably get 350 maybe 400. Well, the turbo is a performance part, so let's say 425. Performance exhaust and the clutch and the spark plugs, but that's it. Not even a performance throttle or anything for it. So we'll take it out and drive it. I don't expect super high performance, but I mean, I'm sure we could get 150 miles an hour out of it like most of the other cars do. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look at it. These cars always look way better outside in the sunlight than they do in the garage. I mean, this red is really, really nice. I'm biased. I like red. Red is my favorite color. But this shade of red is really working for me. I may have to go through all of my personal cars and redo them all. Alright, well, let's see what happens. See if we can keep this thing in a straight line. Too shabby for this car. 168 miles an hour. And God, I mean, some of the Paganis didn't. Some of the Paganis just went a little bit faster than that. So let's go ahead and go back and see how much it's worth. Okay, so we have completely rebuilt this car. We've driven it. Now it's time to sell it. So remembering that I purchased the car for about $17,000, we're up to $104,000, restoration bonus of $20,000, so we'll get $125,000 and change. So I mean, that's pretty good, really. You could flip cars like this all day long and make a profit. Even if you didn't do the frame and the interior, just did the body and the parts, didn't even paint it, you'd still make 120 grand. So let's go ahead and shoot this out the door. Make some person happy. And there she goes. So that will bring this episode to a close. Next time we'll go ahead and do this Jeep, because I'm curious. I haven't done one of these i4 engines before, which is why I decided to go ahead and do it. The little Jeep i4's got to be a little bit unique since I haven't done one of them yet. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to seeing you again for the next Junkyard pickup video. And on that note, bye for now.